So I am giving away $100,000 in 2 weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, the growth on this channel this year has quite frankly been a masterpiece. It's been incredible.
Sensational.
And I only have you to thank. You know, I've been uploading on YouTube ever since I was 15 or 16 years old. You know, it's been an incredible journey. Everything from starting the business to, you know, being in the office of my first big client and being so excited and sharing with people on YouTube, hey, this is the book I'm reading this week and this is what I'm doing in the gym, and sharing my low points when I lost clients. And when I was young, I was 16, 17, still trying to figure out business. And it's been an amazing journey. And I didn't actually do anything properly to celebrate hitting 1 million subscribers. You know, at the time of recording this, we're on 1.2 million subscribers and I hit 1 million just like, I think it was 2 weeks ago or something like that. So look, it's been absolutely wild. We, in the last 30 days, I believe grew 350,000 YouTube subscribers. I really want this to sink in. We are the fastest growing YouTube channel in history on this side of the YouTube. Yeah, of course, there's some prank channels or some family channels that have grown a little bit faster. I'm talking about anything to do with fitness, finance, social dynamics, anything that makes you a better person. It's not even close. We've broken records. We've made history. And once again, that is thanks to you. So I'm never going to forget that. I am never going to take that for granted. And yes, YouTube may just be a hobby. And by the way, I'm going to prove that to you at the end of this video. So although YouTube is just something that I do because life would feel weirder not doing it, because I've been doing it for 7 years and just documenting when I had nothing. So it feels natural to me to document now that I have a decent amount of success, I guess you could say. So as I said, I just want to say a massive thank you to every single person that's stuck with me through this journey. And by the way, especially the people that have been with me a long time. I genuinely just cannot say a bigger thank you. And that, my friends, is why I'm giving away $100,000. Now, let me make something clear that this is not $100,000 from the sponsor of today's video. This isn't $100,000, but you have to buy some raffle ticket and then maybe you might win. This is 100% my personal money. This is my $100,000 from my own pocket, and I am giving it all away. And funnily enough, I actually wanted to give away $1 million, but my friends talked me out of it because of the second part of this video where I'm actually going to be giving away millions of dollars a year, but we'll get onto that in a second. Now you can enter to the giveaway from today, and I'm going to announce the giveaway winner in 2 weeks on the 13th of December on my Instagram. Now I am giving away $5,000 to 20 people. So here's how you enter. Now, if I did a regular giveaway and just said, hey, leave a comment, then I would have literally hundreds of thousands of comments and I wouldn't really know much about the person that I was actually giving the money to. So that's why I want to know a little bit about who I'm actually giving the money to and also why they're even watching my content in the first place. So if you want to win $5,000, all you need to do is create a 7 to 14 minute YouTube video and upload it just talking about how my content has helped you, how maybe it's changed your perspective, what you agree with, maybe even what you disagree with. And in fact, as I'm talking, I'm actually gonna leave some suggested titles or titles that you can just use on screen. And these will give you some ideas of videos that you can put out there that will also be easy for me and my team to find. So that way we can actually see your application. And that's actually gonna be something that's very important. And I'll touch on that in just a second. So as I said, you can literally pause, screenshot some of these titles. Obviously, a lot of people might try to use these specific titles, so maybe rejig it and reword it slightly, but there's just some ideas for you to run with. Now, when I say this, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. If you didn't like my content or maybe one of my opinions, you can make a video on that too. I really don't mind people that disagree with me as long as they have strong reasoning as to why, and as long as, you know, it's not slander and lies. So for example, if there's something that I believe that you don't agree with, you can still make a video and you'll be entered into win. And by the way, you can also even use these titles for positive videos, because the exposed videos usually end up getting more views than the positive videos anyways. So I'm gonna leave some examples on screen. Once again, you can pause the video and just make a note of these, because as I said, some of these hit piece or, you know, quote unquote exposed video titles you can use because they're gonna rank better, get more views, even if the video is actually a positive message and it's a positive video as a whole. Now, over the space of the next 2 weeks, my team and I will be scouring YouTube in order to actually find these giveaway entries. Now, bear in mind, we're not deciding these 20 winners, these 20 people who get $5,000. We're not deciding it based on how many views you get, but your video does need to have a good enough title and thumbnail that it will actually show up and that it'll gain enough traction that, for example, even gets, you know, a few hundred views. So that way me and my team find it. And by the way, anything that has my name in the title usually ends up getting thousands of views anyways. But as I said, just make sure that the title and thumbnail is good so that way we can still find you. So the details for this giveaway are pretty simple. The only other thing I want you to do is somewhere in the description, so let's say at the bottom of the description, just put hashtag you get what you give. And this is where we get to the second piece of exciting news, because next year I'm giving away between $1 to $2 million of my own personal money. And I'm gonna be doing all of this on my new vlog channel. So from next year in February, I'm actually gonna be doing 2 vlogs a month. It's something you guys request a lot. And to be entirely honest, there's so much that goes on in my life that I never share anywhere. I don't tell people publicly. I'm a very public person, but I'm insanely private, to the point where apart from maybe 5 people in my life, if someone asks me, oh, what do you get up to this weekend? I could have had a weekend worth of experience, and a lot of times I do, or even just a regular Wednesday that most people won't experience in 10 years. And I just still say, oh, just a bunch of work. I'll give you an example. Abu Dhabi F1. If people knew who I was with at the Abu Dhabi F1, it would literally break the internet. There are things that go on in my day-to-day life that to me, even after all these years, I even still find it absurd. I just got a new villa here in Dubai on the Palm on the water. That's why you'll notice my new setup isn't fully done yet. And I needed some plates and some cutlery. So I texted the manager at Hermes, bought a bunch of plates for the new villa. I spent $40,000 on cups, plates, knives, and forks. Even me, sometimes I look at my life and I'm like, this is absurd. The other night, I was the reason that one of the biggest people in this space got back on Twitter. I told him, I made him a promise. I went, hey, in 4 hours, I am gonna put you back on Twitter. Something else that no one else has been able to do. And lo and behold, 4 hours later, there he was. Ladies and gentlemen, the level of influence that I have around me, the level of power that I have around me, the level of wealth and opulence that I have around me, I am responsible for far more than people will ever realize. And that's because so far, I have enjoyed staying very private. But I understand that there is a keen interest in what goes on in my private life, which is why I'm doing these vlogs. Now, bear in mind, in these vlogs, I will be very selective, and most of the time I'll not be sharing the women that I have around me, the influential men that I have around me, a lot of the business dealings that I don't talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys don't understand, I don't talk about 50% of the businesses that I have. So things like that will remain private, but I will do my best to show you the rest that goes on in my life. Now, as I'm traveling the world and just living my normal life, there will be a lot of luxury around. There will be a lot of opulence, and that's not me trying to do things for the video. As I said, I do things daily in my life that most people would make videos about. And I don't even post it on Instagram or YouTube or anywhere. I just like to live a very private life. So because you're gonna be following me along my journey and I'll be showing you more aspects of my life, you're gonna see a lot more luxury. I don't wanna just show you all glitz and glam. I want the videos to have a little bit more substance. So apart from imparting small little nuggets of wisdom, knowledge, things that I've picked up, lessons from my life because it's so fast moving, I also wanna have an element of giving back in every single video. Think about it almost like Mr. Beast style, but without making people go through crazy challenges to pull it off. And the other thing is, I'm not gonna box myself in, because let me make something very, very clear. True charity is done in silence or with very few people knowing about it. My true charity is the 5 schools that I've built in Nepal that I very rarely talk about, I very rarely share. Of course, it's part of our company initiative at the e-learning company, so that's why I talk about it a little more. So that way our customers know that a lot of their money is going to good use. But the real true philanthropic stuff, the real true charity stuff that I do in my life is private, it's personal, I don't talk about it anywhere, and that's what true charity is. So I don't want you to look at the 1 to 2 million I'm gonna be giving away next year and think that I'm just trying to be an angel, a saint. I just wanna encourage more people to give back. I wanna put some smiles on people's face, and I don't wanna have a stupid fucking vlog where I'm spending $40,000 on some plates and cups I don't need, because I've gotten to a point in life where luckily spending money stupidly like that doesn't affect me. I don't need to think about it. But I don't wanna have vlogs like that without people being positively impacted. So ladies and gentlemen, that is why I'm gonna be giving away my entire AdSense, all of it, every single penny. Now, when it comes to some examples of giving away money, it will range from, giving a single mom who's struggling with her bills $10,000 to, for example, spending $50,000 to give away 100 moon swatches. So that way I can share my passion of watches with followers. Let's say, for example, I'm going to Miami. I might do something like post a public location and basically just say, hey, whoever is my follower, I'm in this park right now. You have an hour. I have 100 moon swatches I'm giving away. Something like that. I don't want to box myself myself and for everything to be very heavy and to necessarily only have to donate to the causes that are the most worth it. Because look, spending $50,000 to give away 100 watches to my followers, it's not the best use of money, but at the end of the day, I don't want to take myself too seriously. Either way, you guys will be seeing all of it unfold in 2023, and my CFO is going to keep a log of all expenses, where we spent money, what we gave away, etc, etc. And I'll be sharing that all at the end of the year on the vlog channel. Now, the cool thing is the success of the channel is literally our success. You know, the less that people skip ads, the more views we get, all of that stuff means that I just have more money to give away. As I said, I have no skin in the game. If AdSense goes down and it's only $500,000 next year, it will definitely make me a little sad, but it won't affect my income or my life. As I said, I'm just giving everything away. If we make $5 million in AdSense next year, great. I have more money to give away. Now, anyways, this initiative is called You Get What You Give. And I actually just claimed the Instagram username, and there's more information about it coming out next year. So please, in the bottom of the 100K giveaway, please just add hashtag You Get What You Give somewhere in the description of the video. Anyway, so that's a little bit about the plans for next year. For now, the only thing you need to focus on is this massive $100,000 prize money and the chance for you to be one of 20 people. 20 people is a lot, by the way. You know, let's say I would assume maybe 200, 300 videos goes out. So I think there'll probably be like a 1 in 10 chance for you to win. So once again, I'll just drop some title ideas on the screen. Make sure the video is 7 to 14 minutes long, because then that way me and the team are far more likely to see it. Make sure the title and the thumbnail is good for that same reason. Entries start today and the winner will be announced on the 13th of December. You know, what I'm doing next year, giving away the AdSense, is great, but it's gonna be very specific cases. This is really your only chance for anyone watching this, literally anyone, wherever you are in the world. Doesn't matter who you are, what's your situation, whether you're rich or you're poor, you have no YouTube channel or you have a massive YouTube channel, whoever you are, you can enter into this giveaway. And it's just gonna be so awesome to give 20 people $5,000 each. I know that that is life-changing money. So ladies and gentlemen, I just wanna say once again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching along all of these years. I genuinely cannot express how appreciative I am of every single one of you. And all I can say is that the best is yet to come. So now what I want to do is I want to take this, I want to share my journey, and if that inspires and that motivates people along the way, I've done what I've accomplished my goal.